Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day 6 of the Taupe Hollow Sleep Research at the 35% area bonus. I do have a nap session coming up too, so hopefully we'll find some more Cyndaquil. I do have the tapping pretty well done now at this point in time. That technique is perfected, so I think it's going to be another snoozing session. So this is the main session. This is random. It seems to be snoozing. This is way big for me. It is. That's pretty big because then not only is the main session a snoozing session, but also the nap session should be snoozing as well. So we've made it this far in the week to the point where I'm getting full encounters, and that's great. I never thought this day would come at Taupe Hollow, but here we are. So, let's see if we get any good Pokemon here today. Charmander, Dugtrio, Ditto, another Charmander, another Ditto, another Dugtrio, a Diglett, and Jigglypuff. So, not a single Pokemon of the Pokemon that I am hunting. And because this is the second session, there won't be a Premium Biscuit, and there also won't be any guaranteed Hungries. It's not impossible that this is a complete skip, actually. I am a little bit curious if I should go for a Charmander, just because I don't have a really good Charizard or anything. It's a double Ginger with some decent sub-skills, but nothing crazy. And I am getting pretty close to that level 10, so I'm just gonna double Biscuit it, and then I can use a Great Biscuit on the other Charmander if it somehow is full. And then I'm thinking maybe I can even start on that second Charmander depending on what happens here. Because once you cross that level 10, as many of you will know, there is a guaranteed gold skill in that first slot. And I for one am quite interested in a potential berry finding on the Charizard. It is a really fast Pokemon, and coincidentally it is in the widget right now. So I somehow can find a BFS ingredient finding triple sausage. That could be pretty hype. So I did manage to feed the other Charmander without it getting full. Let's see if this Charmander is as interested in playing along as it should. Okay, one biscuit, and then here's the big section. The divide. It's not full. Nice. We got two Charmanders to review, and both of them are past the level 10 in friendship, so there's a guaranteed gold skill in that first slot, and that is quite interesting. I'm not too interested in going after another Ditto. It's mostly if it's just hungry, and I have, as you can see here, prepped it for the capture if I can find it during one of my sleep sessions with the Premium Biscuit and it's hungry. Then I can do one Premium Biscuit and one regular Poke Biscuit, and it should be secured. So I think at that point I'll be reviewing these Charmander, and then we'll have to see if I can find another Cyndaquil in the nap session. Overall, because of Fire Week coming up, I do think the Charmander candy here is the better choice. I would say overall Charizard is a mid ingredient Pokemon, maybe B tier, maybe A tier because it is a pretty solid mono ingredient, but overall not too big a fan of Charizard. Maybe that will change as the Fire Week and the Entei research is done, particularly if it stacks well with the Entei team overall. That could be interesting. So we have a modest Charmander. If this somehow is berry finding, I'll accept it if it is also triple sausage. Aside from that, the modest nature is by far the worst nature you can get. It is down ingredients and up speed, and that's just not good. Oh wait, hang on. No, that's not right. It's up ingredients, down speed. So overall, you don't want the down speed too much. This is a mixed set as well. It's got the helping bonus, inventory, helping speed, ingredient finder M, inventory L. So overall not the worst in terms of the sub-skills. Helping bonus is pretty good. Some inventory is nice too, and that helping speed in the ingredient finder. But not too fan of that nature. And it's got a poor Englist in my opinion. I don't like the mixed Pokemon. They can be quite useless at times, even if you have perfect sub-skills like my Venusaur. So let's see it here. Oh, the mild. This is huge on ingredient Pokemon. Let's see it, everyone. Is it triple sausage? No, it's an ABA pattern here with the ginger in the second slot. Interesting. You know what? I could to an extent accept this. I'm sure there are dishes that do both the sausage and the ginger. Maybe I could specialize in those a little bit. Dream Shard bonus, Ingredient Finder S, Skill Trigger, Helping Speed, and Inventory. So overall, it's a pretty decent Charmander here. It's got a good nature with that ingredient finding up. The energy recovery down is not a problem if you have a good healer. And for the most part, it's a decent Englist, but I do already have an ABB Charizard with a double ginger. And so if I am to switch Charizard, I am gonna get a really, really strong Mono Sausage one. So, managed to score 2 Charmanders, that's pretty good. I'm gonna collect just quickly here because I'm a little bit low on the ingredients. Now what am I saying? The energy today, so hopefully the Sylveon will proc a couple more times before the day is done. And I can also see if I can manage to buff this meal, this final meal, past 1,000,000. Not the meal itself, but if I can somehow boost the Snorlax past 1,000,000, that could be pretty cool. I am looking to set a new record here at Taupe Hollow, despite the fact that it is dessert week. So it's been an interesting one. I think I am going to save the cacao. Those are good filler ingredients, and I'm definitely going to save those Slowpoke tail. Maybe for next week, most likely for Entei. So we'll just have to see what I'll end up doing in the coming 2 weeks. Probably want to stack up some tails and cacao and just have those as fillers. And then sometime next week, we should look into what kind of ingredient specialists and what kind of preparations we should do for the Entei research. I know that Brovinnie pieced together a pretty good video on just the different dishes you can focus on, and maybe you can do like I did for the Flower Festival, where I just gathered the sufficient amount of mushrooms to where I wouldn't have to run Gengar at all throughout the whole week for the most part. And if you can just bag one of those ingredients, like one of the 4 or one of the 3 ingredients you need for the dishes, then it makes your team building overall a bit more flexible, and maybe you're able to cook dishes that you wouldn't otherwise be able to with that preparation. So we'll have to see if I can make use of the cooking widget. I feel like there is a couple parts of the cooking widget that is not ready that would make it a lot more useful. Like for example, if I could sort out 1 or 2 ingredients, that could be pretty nice. So I think I was able to push it past 1,000,000 here for the Master 10. And we're getting a decent chunk of Dream Shards. So I'm pretty excited for the mini candy boost tomorrow, personally. That's going to be pretty exciting. And that is an achievement. You can see it here. It is the Master 10 at Taupe Hollow. 20 diamonds. And then I have been holding off on tapping the research community for the video today. And I am thinking I could potentially have this as a routine overall. So let's see if I recognize any of you. Flame Master as one of you guys. And we got Liam giving me a Houndoom candy. And we have the Squiggly Tyranitar, that's huge. And a Pupitar candy. That's a bunch of Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar. I like that a lot. Another JP with a shiny Stuffle. Cyndaquil candy, I like it. Shanji with the Quilava. Sarah with the Onyx. And Harpy with a Primeape. That's pretty cool. Liquid with Squirtle. And Colin with another Houndoom. Alright. Thank you guys for the candies. And one thing I wanted to do here too before we jump into the nap session, where we hopefully will find a Cyndaquil, I wanted to see if I can level up this Tyranitar. It is so close. 163. Maybe I'll get this tomorrow by the end of the nap session. It's really, really close to the level 50. And then I probably will start running different Pokemon just because for the most part I'm not too fan of that experience just going to waste, because the conversion into the Handy Candy is quite unfavorable. And so I'll probably just box the Tyranitar for a while, but it is going to be nice to have a very strong Tyranitar to bring out whenever I need it. So here we are, the nap session. And if the tapping trick here... Ooh, that was way short. For some reason, I thought I was doing the tapping for hours, but 17. That's a big oof. Even at 100 mil, that's going to be not too hot. So hopefully there will be at least a couple encounters here, and I am crossing my fingers for the Cyndaquil. If I'm not mistaken, it should be pretty close to the level 10. I think it's like 8 or 9 or something. 6 encounters, and I do have the Good Camp ticket as well, so there should be 7 Pokemon here hiding for us. I see the Rattata, Eradicate, a Diglett, another Charmander. No Cyndaquil. Oof. Let's see which of these will be hungry. If it is the Eradicate, I will feed it the premium biscuit, and then maybe we can try to claim the Charmander. Aside from that, not too interested in any of these Pokemon, so we'll just have to cross our fingers. Alright, let's see it, everyone. It is the Wobbuffet, of course. The Rattata. The Charmander. No Eradicate. Yeah, I'm not into that. Sorry. Then we have 2 Rattata. And the Charmander. I think the optimal here is to just feed it the Poke Biscuits, and then I'll see where I'll end up afterwards. It's not impossible that the Charmander here will be full. I feel like it's been a while since I was unable to catch something. No, it wants to join us. It's a good Charmander. And then we'll see if we can get our hands on this Rattata as well. I've been on the Rattata hunt for a long time. They just don't want to join my team for whatever reason, and it is a little bit frustrating. Alright, let's see it. Is it going to be full, or is it going to be 2 Rattata today? It is full. That is unfortunate, because now I'm stuck with a premium biscuit that I don't know where to put. Alright, let's see if there's anything here worthwhile. Ah, the Jigglypuff level 23, it hurts. Not the Wobbuffet. And then it would be odd to do the Eradicate. I don't think there is a world where I need 2 God tier Dugtrio. So I think actually the Wobbuffet here is the best value for a very strange reason. You know what? This is a rare instance where I'll just go and get the candy. Waste my biscuits to get some candy. Maybe I should have hunted the Eradicate here instead, but we'll just see what I'm getting. If it's a really, really good Diglett, maybe I can just keep it around in case they ever introduce the trading as a feature. I don't know why my dongle wanted to be funny here now. Come on. We're mid-recording. This is not funny. There we go. Thank you. I have been considering to get the Apple TV where I can just stream over or whatever, but I'm not too sure if that's going to be reliable. But this dongle is not particularly doing a lot of good work either. So for one, the picture is all messed up. I don't know if you've seen that, but the colors of my recording here are funny, and I've color corrected it, so it actually should look way worse. Hey, the bonus was actually the Charmander. Can you believe it? So, got a bit of Dream Shards here. And we still have the Charizard in the widget. Adamant Nature, that is huge for berry finding. Not so good on the ingredient Pokemon. I'm thinking if it is triple sausage and berry finding, this is going to be huge for me. Otherwise, I don't know, man. Oh, that was close. Ginger. If it is berry finding, I'll take it. Oh well, we kind of see that it's not. It doesn't have 2 berries. Then it would have to be some off chance late berry finding. Research EXP bonus is such a troll. Got skill trigger. Berry finding at level 75. That is way late, and it does have the inventory. You know what? It's not bad, but level 75 is miles away. And helping bonus level 100. Not a fan, but I'm going to keep it around for whatever reason. And then I was unable to claim both Rattata, so there's just going to be one of these. I would have liked more apples, honestly. And it's not berry finding. It's skill level up M. Helping speed M. Ingredient finder. And a bad nature. I'm not a fan of the XP gains down. That's unfortunate. Wait. Oh, it's the Diglett. Okay. I was like, but I'm done. Alright, let's see it. Hardy nature. I don't remember that one. Double leaks. Whoa. Let's see it, everyone. If it's like ingredient finder and helping speed, that would be pretty nice. Alright, skill level up S. Helping speed, skill trigger. Interesting. Inventory. And a neutral nature. You know what? This is pretty decent. Maybe I'll consider it as a level 30 leak supplement Pokemon, but I already have a really strong Ditto and a God tier Dugtrio, so that one's probably just going to contribute to the candy pool. And then when it comes to the dream points here, or the sleep points, I'm getting pretty close to the Master Biscuit here for the month of May. And I think by the Entei research, I should be able to have 2 of them. And hopefully I can just go and get back-to-back Entei. And if I'm really, really lucky on that second random roll on the Entei, maybe I can just call the hunt right off. And then again, if you go and do things in that order, then you won't really get to utilize any of the Entei biscuits. So it's likely that I'll just hold off on the Master Biscuits until the Suicune event. I'm super curious what that will be all about. And not to mention future legendary events, because they kind of have made the blueprint now for how future Pokemon events will be. I do like the whole month. Maybe they'll supplement special Pokemon with new typings, maybe new areas at some point. So it's going to be interesting to see if I should spend the Master Biscuits at all. And maybe they are better suited for when you get those random encounters in the future, but we'll just have to see. I tend to make those decisions a little bit on the fly whenever the events are happening. So it was a lot of encounters today. Nothing really hit. And so we are coming up on the final day tomorrow and the start of the Fire Week. So it's going to be interesting to boost up my Raichu. And maybe next week I will change up my team a little bit depending on what dish type I get. Hopefully it's not Dessert Week again. That was awful. And if it somehow is the salad that's upcoming, then I may have to consider some ninja salad, and maybe I can just cook my way through since I don't really have a lot of berry type specialists just yet. And another exciting thing about tomorrow is we get to see the details on the Ninetales. We want to know like approximately where that ingredient rate is and the skill trigger rate, and even more importantly what ingredients it's going to have, because it could be the case that Ninetales is a very well-rounded Pokemon, and maybe some of those ingredients, even as a berry specialist, can be supplemental to whatever dish type that they would fall under. So Hope you guys look forward to tomorrow's video, the final day of the week and the start of the fire type week. So hope you guys have had a good week, and that you guys are finding some good Pokemon to prepare for the anti-research. And thank you for watching.